All right, welcome everyone to this week's live force session. Today we're going to cover legs, right? Last week we discussed arms, so we're going to the other appendage, right? We're going to talk about legs today, and I'm going to try to share with you as many tricks as I, Mrityunjay, and Swenli can to help you understand how the legs work. I'm going to go all the way to the beginning of discussing the different forces of the legs, which, as you all know, I think is actually the most important step. Then we'll talk about some of the basic form and structure, the shape design of it, and then Swenli and Mrityunjay are going to draw for you guys today, so you'll get to see all of these concepts in action, right? Now, before we do all of that, I do have some big news to share with you guys. I know we've been talking about this for quite some time, but we have finally launched our Discord. Yes. So I want to, first of all, really thank Mrityunjay on this because he headed this whole project and it's up and off the ground. So, please feel free to go check it out and sign up over there. It's Drawing Force is the Discord server, right? Yeah, Mrityunjay, jump in if I start throwing jargon around in the wrong way. Yeah,
just
so
like
it's
put the link in there, guys, so you can go there, head from there.
Yeah, so the link is in the chat, right? And I'll try to remember to put it in the description after today's session. But go check out the Discord, right? So now we have a public community, right, where that you can go to and just talk to one another in between our live force sessions here. And there are areas, I'm going to put it out here now, there are areas that are locked. There's areas that are for members only that are part of the drawingforce.com community. And there's an open community, okay? So if you're interested in ever getting to the other stuff, just come over to drawingforce.com, sign up over there, and then we'll unlock the other areas for you, okay? So I think that's it, right? Let's talk today about legs. And obviously, before I do that, as always, let's get into gallery here and say hello to Swenli. How you doing, Swenli?
Good. Excited for today.
Awesome. Yeah, legs are fun, some of the biggest muscles in the entire body, right, rest in the legs. So can't get the legs right, you don't have a body that's standing. So yeah, got to get them. How you doing, Mrityunjay?
Yep, I never skip my leg days, so.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's true, right? When I used to work out, that was kind of that's so funny you said that. That was the joke, right? I hated doing legs. There's always upper body. All those muscle dudes would walk around with huge upper bodies and skinny, toothpick legs. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, man, I'm still not a fan of legs, All right, so let's head back to Photoshop and let's get to it, everyone. So Mrityunjay and Swenli, especially today, I'm traveling actually today. So I am coming to you from Oregon instead of California, where I usually live. So I've got a little bit less access to screens around me. So you guys help me out as much as you can if something comes up in the chat, because I can't see it while I'm working here. All right, so we've got legs here, right? Thank you. So, here's the thumbnail. And before I move on, I just want you to be aware that obviously legs are part of the system, right? We want to make sure that legs connect with the system of the body and how it works. And I'll talk about this more in a second, but the leg is not always there's not always a perfect slide in from the torso down into the leg. Yes, in as a whole, right, in totality, everything has to finally come together. The legs connect, right, through the pelvis and through the ball and socket joint in the pelvis. Sometimes, and I'll see if I could sketch that out, or we might see this in one of Mrityunjay or Swenli's drawings today. But sometimes it's not a perfect flow right out of the body into it. And you'll see what I'm talking about. And then, like I said, I have some fun metaphors to share with you, stuff that I teach in the mentorship program at drawingforce.com. So yeah, let's go check it out. So here we go. This, again, as we did last week, a lot of the stuff I'm showing you, actually majority of the stuff I'm showing you is right from the Force Anatomy book. So if you like what you see, the book's where all this stuff is at. There's also a lot of this on the website. Here's the anatomy, right? So as you can see on the left-hand side here, these are the main muscles of the front view of the leg. The ones that you really want to get are the quads or quadriceps, right? Which are these three muscles on the front. Now, if any of you kind of dig into the concept of understanding language, right? Quad actually means 4. It's like, but I only see 3, right? There's only 3 muscles over here. Here, let me number these out so you can all see what we're looking at. So we have here number 1, number 2, and number 3. Where's number 4? Right? It's kind of funny. The body does this in many places, by the way. Not to go on a tangent here, but we got quads. I only see 3. Triceps, 3. You really only mainly see 2. Bicep, 2. You only mainly see 1. Right? So you go from 4 to 3 to 2, and really all you see is 3 to 2 to 1, right? The 4th quadricep is actually sitting under number 2. So it's something you will never see, but it's there, I promise, right? There's another muscle sitting underneath there. You don't really need to know that visually as an artist, right? Because you're never going to draw those underneath muscles. Who knows, maybe you will if you go into medical illustration or something, but what I'm always teaching you and what the other force instructors are teaching you is surface anatomy or gross anatomy. It's all the like big stuff that we could see through the skin. So we have these 3 quadriceps, right? Now there's 3 muscles that are sitting in here also. And you'll notice that there's a, let's grab a different color here. This teardrop shape, I think, is really important to remember. You see, you got this shape here, right? And that shape is built out by the edge of the quad over here and by this muscle here, which is the sartorius muscle, okay? Sartorius is really, really, really important. Not only because it helps shape out this quad area, but it goes from the pelvis up here, the iliac crest, which is like that top edge of the pelvis, especially that front corner. And it goes down and it wraps around here. And just to take it a little further, it goes down and hooks up to the tibia, which is the bone here underneath the knee. It's the huge bone of your calf, right, of your lower leg. So when we talk about force and I say, hey, draw outside, inside, outside, that's the name of the template. This is outside thigh, inside knee, outside calf, inside ankle, outside foot. What do I mean by out, in, and out? I've labeled those things because to me, inside means it's this inside shape. It's on the inside of the body. It's like within the silhouette of the body. So that negative is within the general silhouette. And then outside of it, right, we're outside the silhouette of the body. We're in that big limbo of negative space for the rest of the figure, right? So I call it outside, inside, outside. So we get this pattern of like outside thigh goes to inside knee. Now inside knee, it's the sartorius, right? The outside thigh, right, is mainly this huge quadricep. And there's a slight diagonal between the tips of the quads, the outside one and this inside quad, this diagonal. So you get this diagonal that helps drive you down into the inside knee. And the inside knee is where the sartorius rests. So one mistake I see many students draw is when they do this outside, inside, outside, they'll draw like this. And they'll draw the inside knee and they do just this like tiny little curve. Like I know I need to hit it here and then they'll come out to the calf. For whatever reason, this happens often and it leads me to this conversation that I want to share with you. And that is, you know, as force comes down here, and this goes for any part of the body, it's not just the leg, and you hit the other side, right? Because you're balancing out force and mass. That's why we have these rhythms happening. I don't just want to hit like the little place that the arrow of directional force, you know, points to. I want to hit this whole area. So even though the hot spot is maybe right here, think of force as almost like a splash effect, right? Or it was a rubber band and it's going to, you know, it's going to vibrate along more of the muscle, right? So it's longer, right? And that kind of alludes to the fact that I'm aware that that muscle is going all the way up here and all the way down here. So anytime I draw a force, let's say a force is like this and it's going to hit something over here. I don't just hit there. I know I want to get there, but then I draw it longer. I want to feel the full impact, right? This is me drawing a splash effect. The full impact of that place that actually hits. So that means I don't only draw the place it hits, but I back up a little bit. I backtrack up into a longer stretch of force to balance out against the one that I just came from, right? So in legs, like I said, for whatever reason, this is where this conversation happens when I'm teaching is here in the knee, right? Now for the lower leg, it's the tibia. The tibia is driving a huge part of the idea of the curve. And muscularly, if you look at the silhouette, right, here's our straight to curve shaping. You'll see the curve is really long on the outside, and on the inside, the gastrocnemius, or what most of us call the calf muscle, right, that's this guy right here, is pretty short, right? Distance is pretty short. So what I do when I'm shaping things is I'll use typically like the edge of the tibia. So it's kind of like this. It's like my straight, right? When it comes to straight to curve design. And then I'll literally plug on the calf like so, you see? It actually creates another straight to curve shape, believe it or not, right? Because that in itself, if I tone that in, that is another straight to curve shape, right? So you got this small one and you got this large one attached to one another. And we have a long curve of force and a shorter one here. It's totally fine, right? It's not breaking any shape rules, as we know, right? So now I've got this flip-flopping of straight to curve, straight to curve, straight to curve, making its way all the way down. Where most students usually get stuck is, once you get the outside of the calf, you want to hit inside ankle. And guess what? Anatomically, the ankle is on a diagonal. Some models, even including yourself, some people, that angle is stronger, some it's weaker, but it's typically not perfectly horizontal. It angles towards the outside. So that drives us from the inside ankle to the outside edge of the foot and the top of the foot, and then finally down to the ball of the foot and so on, right? So that's the front view. That's the front view of the leg. Now, that means, by the way, if the leg gets bent, right? If the leg gets bent, it's still the same thing. So if all of a sudden, the knee is coming out towards you in perspective, we have foreshortening. Let's say here's the knee, all right? Let's get rid of the smoothing on this brush here. Here's the knee. Let's say here's the hip and here's the ankle, right? So here's like the tube. I'm just gonna draw tubes for a second for you to see. Like this is the space that we're dealing with, right? Force is still gonna go outside thigh, right? Inside knee, and then outside calf, right? You'll have more overlapping, as you can see here, because of the perspective, but there it goes, right? And now I'm inside the ankle, right? So same thing happens. Sartorius muscle is great here because sometimes I'll use it to come up and over the roundness of the leg, get me to the hip, and it starts giving me some of the form, because then I can go to the inside thigh here, you see? So it gives me a break from this shape to that one and some roundness that I can imply with it, right? So don't be confused by the fact that if the leg is bent and still coming towards you, that something changes. It's still the same template, okay? Now, talking about these templates, one last thing to be aware of is when you look at templates of the legs, it's the same in the front or back view, right? I could flip this and just make it a silhouette, and it could be the back of the leg, doesn't matter. The template is still outside, inside, outside, right? So once you learn that in the front view, you're pretty good, right? You got two views, front and back, that you've covered, that you understand. And the way to understand, like, where am I? How am I looking at the leg? From what angle am I looking at the leg? There's two major markers I look at. The feet are probably the first one. Like, look at where the feet are pointing. There's a little bit of rotation that can happen in the leg, but not very much, right? So my point is, pretty much where the foot is directing itself is where the rest of the leg is directing itself. It doesn't turn like your wrist does, right? Like we talked about before. It's pretty much a straight run. Subtle rotation chances, but almost a straight run. The other place I look at is the knee. The knee is another great place to look at what direction is the leg pointing in. So between looking at the knee and looking at the ankle and foot, right, that whole area, you should have a clear sense of the direction in space, okay? I'm gonna get back to that in a moment. I just want you to quickly see this. This is what I was talking about, understanding the shaping, right? Understanding the general shapes. You could see here's that teardrop I talked about and how it's broken down. This is the TFL, or tensor fascia lata, and this is the shape of where the other three muscles are. And then you can see I broke down that shape into three shapes, right? Here's one, that's the center quad, and then the other two, and the diagonal at the bottom that we talked about that drives us to the inside knee, right? Before we leave here, let's look at names really quickly. So we have the quads, we have the TFL, or the tensor fascia lata, that's over here all the way up on the side, right? And then you got that little space that we talked about between the sartorius and the crotch. So you got psoas major, right? Pectineus and abductor longus, right, are the three main ones. So just remember, you got three main guys that are sitting in there between the crotch and the sartorius muscle, right? Okay, now I wanted to talk about that whole view thing a little bit. there's different templates for the legs. So, you know, knowing what view you're looking at is kind of important, okay? Most of the time in the side view of the leg, let's go to black here and full screen so we can see better. Whoops. So most of the time in the side view of the leg, force is going to come off the hip. This is the rear end over here. It comes off the hip and you're going to have front of thigh like so. And that energy pushes itself to the back of the calf. Okay, here's the ankle, here's the foot, right? It's like this, okay? So front of thigh, back of calf. This is when you're stiff-legged, right? Like you're standing stiffly and proudly, right? Because your knee is on an angle and force is driving from the thigh to the back and it's locking the shin back, right? So there you go. You get this nice rhythm from front to, you know, front to back. Now, the leg is capable of quite a few things, right? You'll never be here, by the way, and you will never be here in the side view. Oh, you know what? Let me take that back. You'll never be here. You can sometimes be here. We'll talk about that, right? So this is the question mark, actually. So you'll never be in the back, though. The hamstring is never the place that force goes. The thigh drives the whole part of the leg. It's like the arm. Remember, on the arm, it's never in the bicep. Well, it's never the bicep of the leg either. It's always the tricep area, okay? The leg, so the leg can do this. We can lift up the leg, right? And say, you know, here's the thigh. And your leg wants to be front to back. If I rest the leg and it's just hanging, chances are the rhythm of it is going to look like this. Okay? So front to back again, right? But it's not always like that, right? What happens is, one of the things I see the model do when the model is standing and the leg is all the way back like this, then sometimes you hit the knee and you just continue. All of a sudden now we have a new thing, right? Front to front. That's why I was putting the question mark here. So you can go front to front and then that pushes into the back of the heel and that comes over the top of the foot into the ball of the foot. So this is like a long stretched out bridge, right? The body's got all this gravity and stress pushing down on the front and it's pulling from the front of the hip and sweeping its way down into the heel like so, right? Now, one of the challenges I see in this space, in this side view, probably the hardest, you know, moment to figure out is when the model has their leg like this. So their knee is like this and their leg is straight down, right? So here's the point of the kneecap and here's the ankle. And you know what? I don't have an answer to that. I would have to see the pose. I'd have to look at the photograph. I'd have to think about the function, right? Between here and here, it's like, what is the function? I have to look at a lot of different things. So this is the question. This is the area that gets really gray. As soon as this starts sliding left or right, right, then we can actually bring in this metaphor here that I want to share with you. So what I do here is I bring in the bar of soap, right? Boom, right? We got this big bar of soap here. Why do I bring in a bar of soap? Well, imagine if I took this bar of soap and I put it underneath the foot, okay? Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring it underneath my drawing here. So now we got this bar of soap sitting under the foot. Why does that matter? Well, let's say the foot's over here, okay? So I've taken from the knee, the foot is over here. All of a sudden, I feel like, you know what? It starts putting the picture together for me about if force and gravity, right? The force of gravity is pushing down, then chances are force is on the front because it needs to drive to the back because the foot wants to slide backwards. So this bar of soap helps me think about making more of a frictionless foot. And that lets my mind at least think more about this slipping and what direction the foot wants to slip in, right? If I go the other way, right? I drew this on the same layer, so hold on. If I go this way and I put the foot there, right? And the foot's here now. Well, now I want to go from the knee from the back of the calf because I want to shoot the foot that way, right? It wants to keep going that way. So I come over the top of the foot, the heel kind of gets crunched underneath there, right? And I want to flow that way. So see, if I want to go back, I have to come from the front. It's being pushed down on. This is being pushed on as well. And if I want to go forwards, I have to come from the back, right? So I've found that for me, this helps me understand it. And it seems like the students, you know, at drawingforce.com recognize like how that works, like this works for their minds. So think about making things frictionless and what direction the foot would want to move in to potentially help you understand what side of the lower leg do I need to go to, right? Any questions so far? Everyone following along?
Yep, everybody is hype about the soap force soap.
Yes, another product for soap. Exactly. All right, let's see here. So here are the calves, right? We're doing the whole leg today. I'll walk through this pretty quick. Pretty simple, all right? Not as complicated as the forearm, right? Remember we dealt with the forearm. It's like, oh my God, muscle madness. Here we have the tibia. And you'll notice because of the tibia, you can go just to the side of the tibia and you have the tibialis anterior. So those two, easy to remember, right? We've got tibia, tibialis anterior on the outside, right? Guess what's next to it? Extensor digitorum, right? Remember we had that in the forearm as well, right? So all of a sudden, and that tells you what are the muscles on this side doing? They extend. That means your foot gets lifted up, right, towards your leg. To extend the foot upward, right? So we got extensor on that side. Remember, flexors on the other side, that would help your foot push down. It's like making a fist with your hand. You got this peroneus longus, which is over here on the side, and you can see the very famous gastrocnemius muscle, which is here and also on that far back side. Let's see, here you can see this is just basically what I already talked about. You know, inside knee, outside calf, inside ankle. What I really want to show you is the side view. So let's take a look at that real fast. It's over here. So we got that tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum, the peroneus longus. There's another name for this that I can't remember off the, yeah, there's another name I actually like better for this. It's the fibulas something or other. And I like that actually better than the peroneus because the fibula, the bone is here. You have two bones in your leg, just like you do your forearm, a smaller one and a larger one, but again, no rotation really. The smaller one is the fibula, and the big one is the tibia, right? So the fibula is up here, and this peroneus is also the fibularis something or other, right? So it's here on the outside. Now, after that, you have the soleus. This is like, the soleus is like the brachialis, right? Remember the sandwich that we talked about in arms? This is the sandwich. This muscle goes through from the outside calf through to the inside calf. And then you finally have the gastrocnemius, right? So there's your sandwich, okay? And then I threw in a drawing from the book as well. You can see here the muscles being called out and how they are in effect, you know, working with the pose itself, right? All right, let's see, did I throw anything else in here? No. So with the time I have left, now that we've talked about most of the templates, right? We have outside, inside, outside. That's for front and back views. We know we can go front to back in the side view, and we know we can go front to front. So there's really three main templates, right, to work with. The hard part is when to pick each one, okay? So I want to just talk about that before I hand it over to the other guys. Brush. So one way to keep this in mind, it's like, what happens when the model is in 3/4 view, okay? So here's the pelvis, right? I've kind of boxed this out. And we have the thighs here. So we know there's outside, inside, outside, front to back. This leg here, I'm gonna draw a tube first, right? So this leg is just sitting here like this. There's a tube. And there's a tube here. Right? There's no force in this. I just know like these two columns are sitting here. And I do think of columns as legs for the legs very often because that's their functional job, is to support us and hold us up. And now I have to try and figure out how am I going to, and let's say these legs are both standing straight. I have to figure out how am I going to figure out the templates here? Well, this leg here, this is going to be outside thigh, and chances are it's going to be inside knee. Now, why is that? Well, look at the perspective that the model is at, okay? And what view I see of each leg. It's different. Even though the perspective of both legs is going that one direction, my view of each leg is different, right? Because in leg number 1, I can see the inside of the thigh. Leg number 2, I'm not looking at the inside, I'm looking at the outside of the thigh, the outside surfaces. And that makes a big difference. If I can see the inside of the knee, chances are I'm going to draw that inside knee. So this leg is outside thigh, inside knee, outside calf, right? And now this leg is probably a front to back. This leg is probably going to go like this and then go from here to the back view. Now, I know if I was in the audience, I'd be like, well, that seems really weird. Like, why'd you do that? Why aren't they the same thing? Why isn't this out and out as well? Or why is this not front to back, right? Like I said, it depends on the perspective I'm viewing the model from. I'm looking at the inside view of leg number 1 and the outside view of leg number 2. And here's a great trick to remember. In the front view of the legs, right, remember that it's outside thigh, inside knee, outside calf, right? So anatomically speaking, we have this general sort of, what is that called again? I just blanked. It's like from bow-legged, right? But bow-leggedness is usually the whole leg, right? So they kind of joke about cowboys being bow-legged, right? If you're sitting on a horse all the time, your legs end up getting this general arc to them. But you do have that down here in the calves, right? You got this curve pushing out on either side, right? Like this. So when you're in perspective, you really have to keep track of the same thing. Now we're on this angle, right? Here we're flat, here we're in perspective. Here's the plane, right? Here's the grid of perspective that we're on. So this leg, I know I want the inside because I could see it. So I know I have that. That tells me right away, that means this must be outside, inside, outside. So you'll notice the arc of the leg is going this direction. So when I got over here, right, it's like, how do I address this, right? I can't go over here. Why? Because it's the back, right? Remember, we said it's never in the hamstring. So now I know I'm over here. So that already got rid of outside, inside, outside, because I'm not on the outside of the thigh anymore. From this view, I'm actually starting to look at the back of the leg, you see? So that leads me to the front. Now that I'm in the front, I know I want the bow-leggedness of the shin. So there's only one place to go, right? I've got to go over here. I can't go and say this is outside thigh, inside knee. This isn't inside knee, it's outside, right? It's outside knee. Doesn't work, right? So there it is. You know, as you start learning the templates, you, through even process of elimination, you start to figure out, you know, where am I supposed to go, right? There was one other thing. Oh, sometimes the leg will just be in a bend, right? Like we were talking about before. This I see often even with the drawingforce.com video. I'm not videos, the photographs, right? The leg might be like this. So this is a front to front, okay? And it's bent, right? Like we talked about. Notice it's slightly pushing behind the knee. So the knee is here and the ankle is here. It's a slight angle back. So it's a front to front. I'll usually still try to put a little bit of the knee in there, but this is really the main idea, architecturally and functionally speaking, how this leg works. What does that mean? The metaphor I usually use for this is, if this was like a table, this is the top of the table, here's the leg of the table, that's this guy. It's kind of creating this triangulation. That's why usually you'll have a support here, right? Like so. Imagine if I put a support in between the model's legs like that, I could sit probably hundreds of pounds of weight on top of their leg, and it's not going to crumble because I put that triangle in there. There's that angle supporting it, right? So just be aware that models do this kind of thing pretty often with their legs. And keep in mind, again, if that leg goes really far forward, right, and it's here, sometimes it could be front to front. Remember, we talked about the soap and I said front to back. Sometimes it could do this, but more often than not, it's going to come from the back and it's going to sweep over like this. You see, depends on what they're doing. If it's more relaxed, the leg, it'll definitely drop to the back and push that foot forward. If they're really driving force down, like over the top of the shin down, then you could even still have a front to front and break my soap bar rule and drive your way down. Pretty rare. It happens, but pretty rare. Usually the soap metaphor works with the legs. So
there's a question in the chat, Mike.
Yeah, please.
It says if the leg is sweeping back in a long line, but you can still see the inside of the knee, would you still use outside, inside, outside?
That's a good question. So if the leg is sweeping back, but you're seeing the inside of the knee, right? So maybe like here's the crotch, here's the rear end, I see the inside thigh, and it's doing this basically, right? Let's say the other leg is like here. This is like this. No, I would drive that all the way down the front. Yeah. That inside knee is about right here somewhere, but the real force of this is just driving to the back. I would probably ignore the knee, you know? Yeah, I think I would ignore the knee. Yeah, it's a good question. Very good one. It's like you hit the one little thing I didn't talk about. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it could depend upon the view as well. You know, if you're looking at it from front and the leg is like going
Yes.
into depth and perspective, then maybe it's like outside and sit out.
Yes,
Who knows?
that's right. That's right. Let's say we're looking at this same leg and here's the rear end, right? To Mertunje's point, and now the leg is coming towards me, the same leg, then it's an outside, inside, outside. It would be doing this, right? And have a lot of perspective on it. Oh, by the way, one last note about legs. When it comes to the butt and the rear end, I really use the rear end's fleshiness to help create form. You see, I'll take the muscle and wrap it over the top of the leg, where let's say the other leg is going forward, it would drop down, right? So it'd be something like this. This would also be outside, inside, outside, even though there's a lot of perspective going away, right? So you could see there's my rhythms, right? This could even come back towards me. See? But still outside, inside, outside, no matter what, right? I could shape this out like so. I didn't talk about anatomy in the back of the leg either, real quick. There's a muscle in the center of the side called the gracilis. I use that as like me understanding where the center line of the inside of the leg is. So we had our inside thigh here we were talking about. You'd have your quadriceps over here. Here's the rest of the leg, the shape of it. And the gracilis runs right down the middle of the inside of the leg, right? And then the back of the leg's pretty simple because back of the leg are the hamstrings like this, and then they open up above the knee. Let me zoom in on this. They open up above the knee, and oddly enough, you know, they create this opening, and then the gastrocnemius muscles, they go inside this opening like this. So it's almost like a weave, right? Like a basket weave. There's the shape of the muscle, right? And the gastrocnemius are like kind of like the tricep, right? It's got a little bit of this horseshoe kind of shape to it. It's like this, shorter on the inside, right? Longer on the outside, and they go in there and tuck into that hole. So they go over the bone there and they tuck into the hole over here. And these are the hamstrings, right? And they split the back of the leg down the middle. So the back of the leg's pretty easy because then you have the Achilles tendon, which runs from down there, you know, to the bone of the foot of the heel, right? And then you finally go into the foot itself. I don't think I want to talk about feet today. That feels like it should be definitely another video. There's a lot to discuss there. But that's basically the back of the leg. So pretty simple. Yeah.
We talked
So
about
that's it.
and
Yeah.
hands, but in another stream.
We what?
We talked about the feet and the hands in another stream, I guess. So
Yeah.
that would hook up.
Yeah. Any other questions in the chat before I say adieu?
Nope.
All right, great. All right, I'm going to pass it off then. Who is up next?
I
think it's you, Mertunje, right? Yeah. Yeah, Swanley's anchor today. All right, let me stop the share.
All right, let's go. Here's my iPad. All right. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right. Let's go. So I chose some photographs which I already used in the previous streams, by the way, just because the legs are like super good, right? So this is a new one, by the way. So I want to start with this. This is a pretty simple one. It really depicts like the side of the leg, like a perfect side view. Yeah, so let's start with this and then we jump on to more complex ones. or more complex ones. So let's see, what it does. So with the body, if I just like want to talk about body, it's like an S, like a reverse, not a reverse one, but just an S. So it's like from flowing from the back, coming to the abdomen, and yeah, like moving across the pelvis, like around the pelvis, and then like moving onto the legs like this. Okay, so this is my planning. Okay, my thumbnail, you can say, like a little template, just so I can just figure out, oh, where I want to go. I want to go from here to here, and then move on to legs like this. So again, that's like the connection thing. I want to move from front to back here. Okay, that's pretty straightforward because it's like the side view. And I want you to like burn this image into your mind. It's like this is like so super important, like so important, and it's gonna help you a lot. Okay, this side view of the body. Okay, so it's coming from the back, it's like around the pelvis like this, uh, front to back, and creating a rhythm like this as well. So I'm going to complete it with the head. Okay, and this is super useful for you, like not just in legs, not just in arms, if I want to throw an arm like this, but in any case. Okay, you're doing the gesture. But anyways, again, we are just like talking about the legs here, so let's just continue with that. So you understand, what it's doing. It's just like coming from the back, around the pelvis, and front of the thighs and back of the calf. So I'm gonna do like a close up of just the leg here. Okay, something like this. I just start with these two forces. Look here, this one and two, the great deal. Again, I would say that it's a great deal because look, just the two forces and connection between them creates a rhythm, and I just end up with the leg. I just have to like refine it a little bit more, and then I would end up with the leg. Okay, so something like this. Uh, here's my idea again, the same idea, just in a close up. um, Something like this in the foot. What's with the other leg? I would still go with front to back. Okay, some of you might confuse. Look here, what it's doing. Uh, you may be thinking, oh, it's many people do this. It's like, oh, let's do from something like this and this and this. But look again, what we are facing right now, we are facing hamstrings here. Okay, see like the pure hamstrings, you can see there. We don't want to go there, okay, because forces are never on the hamstring side. So again, even if you can't see, it doesn't change the template. It doesn't change the function of it, right? So you still want to continue with the front, and now there's like two options. You can go either front to front or go from front to back, right? There's two options. I don't think he's like pushing on so much onto that heel. Um, I think it's close, but no, I don't think he's like pushing too much onto the heel to create like a front to front force, like a full front to front pose. So, and it's pretty much relaxed. Okay, that foot, that leg is pretty much relaxed. So, uh, the only option that I can go with is a front to back. So I would still go with a front to back on that leg as well. Okay, something like this. um, the foot like that. Here I am concerned about the scale. Okay, the depth that I want to create. So you see like how small that foot is, and this is like a little bit large. Not a very extreme perspective though. It's not a like very big one. It's like not like this, like one leg is here, sorry, the one foot is here, the one foot is here. It's not like this, but you can still feel like a little bit like a scale to it. It's like a depth to it. Okay, if we see this view from the front, it would look something like this. One foot is like here, one foot is like here. So again, it's like creating a triangle negative space in between. Okay, that we talked about in one of the other streams, by the way. I don't remember the exact one, but yeah, we talked about it. So anyway, let's refine it. Okay. Mm, so here I want to tell you this one. This is like a pretty interesting idea that I'll always love this one. So you create like this moment into the pelvis here, and then like come to the front of leg. And what is this? This has a reason. It's not just for its aesthetic value, but it's there for a reason. That's that's the pelvis. Okay, that's the hard part on the pelvis that you can see on the surface of the body itself. Okay, not too much fat or muscle accumulated on that. That's like a bony landmark. um, what it's called, I remember it's like a pretty easy name, but do you remember, Mike, what it's called, that pelvis area?
Hold on a second, I'm jumping in. The iliac crest you're talking
Oh yeah,
about?
the iliac crest. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thanks for reminding. So this iliac
Sure.
crest thing, you know, so iliac crest, like that bony structure which you can see on the surface. So you create this hard part, and then you just like move on to the frontal leg, and then you just do whatever you want. So yeah, this is that bony structure that I always go for. Then I move on to the front of the leg. This is the knee here. Yep, that's the back of the leg. Again, we're just refining it, showing that fibula here. That's the outside. The structure is more like this, the bone structure. Um, so not too much into anatomy, but just letting you guys know. The inside is always higher, by the way, so something like this. And the fibula just hangs like this with an S rhythm. Okay, so something like this. And there sits your patella. The patella is your kneecap, and yeah, the femur is like this. Okay, so this is how the structure kind of looks. Okay, and this creates like a wrench kind of structure. You can say it as a wrench. The inside is higher. The outside is more of a triangular. I'm just like going a little deep here. So if you just like want to know about it, if you're curious about it, the outside is like a triangle, like a little triangle here, and the inside is more boxy. Okay, you can feel it on your own leg right now. Okay. So something like this is the structure of it. Now I would I would go with a little bit of shape here. Okay, just to do it like pretty quickly. It's like, oh, if this is a curve here, I want to go with a straight, so that completes my leg. And if this is a curve, then that would be my straight here. Okay. So look here, we end up with legs here. um yeah, that's my butt muscles, by the way. Butt muscles, the gluteus maximus is the largest muscle in your body. So yep, that's a pretty interesting fact. This is the butt crease, by the way. This one is a pretty good form informer. It informs you about the form. If the leg is going back or forward, just like Mike showed. I want to give it like a little bit of organicness, obviously, so that's the hamstrings. But looks, it's not like creating that symmetry, that balloon. It's not creating this balloon kind of shape. Okay, so if it's a balloon, if you end up with a balloon, then you're creating symmetry here, and you're just killing the force. Okay, to keep the force flowing, to keep the force moving, you need to create asymmetry. Like, always remember that you need to create asymmetry. Okay, so yep, if I'm doing front curve here, doing more straight here, but still I want to create an organicness, you create like a small like bump. Okay, and here's like more of a straight. So you see, this is still asymmetrical, but it's more organic, right? Rather than just like a rod, steel straight rod kind of structure. So yep, something like that. And this is something like this. Okay, with the other leg, again, this is what I'm doing, by the way. This is just, again, to create organicness. Is not the force. That's still a straight. Okay, it's still a straight. That's my calf muscle here. Okay, like this. And yeah, not too much about the foot. I just like want to create tackle the legs. So that's pretty much it, for this one, for this pose. So let's go with another shot. I like this one. This is a back view as well, so you can figure out some dynamics. This is the pose I love. Okay, so let's start with it. So again, I wanna start from the butts here, and then move on to the connection. So look here, what I'm doing. I'm just coming out from the butts section like this, and then creating connection. Okay, so creating this connection. Now here comes the tricky part. What I want to do with that leg? Should I go outside, inside, outside? Should I go front to back? What should I do with it? Well, this one I would say it's like it's kind of tricky. I want to say it's a front to front, but if I say it, you'll be like, oh, I cannot see the front. I can see the back view of the leg. So how can it be a front to front? But you can see that it's like one rhythm. Okay, so instead of using the terms front to front, I would just say it's like one rhythm here. Okay, I I can say it's like this is going to depth here, but this can still continue onto this force here. Okay, so something like this. I want to create that thing again just to explain to you. Okay, so coming up from back like this, uh, moving like that, and just one rhythm like that. Okay, so that's pretty much the force. Okay, and for this, like, it's pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's like, oh, it's like a back view, So, and more of it's like a perfect back view. So I would go an outside, inside, and then outside here. Okay, we'll do some anatomy on this one. Okay, so I can more explain you on the back anatomy a little bit. Okay, so here, because and not any of the leg is coming. Uh, yeah, I mean this leg is coming forward versus this leg, but it's not coming too forward to the camera. Okay, if it's doing so, we would end something like this. Okay, with the butt crease, and then oh, the leg is coming forward. Okay, so it's gonna be creating like much form than this one, but this you can see it's coming towards the camera, but it's not too much. So it's like a subtly coming towards. So yeah, still a straight here. You see, like I created some form because that's like so much of perspective in there, but still I want to create some organicness here. So I would do something like this, right? But I'm still clinging to the idea of asymmetric. Okay? So yep, I'm still keeping the force alive, but I'm also creating some kind of organicness in there. Um, Creating the calf muscles, right, like that. Uh, and yes, not too much on the foot. We have done another string for that. So if you're interested, then you can watch that. So let's refine it a little bit more. Right, something like this. Now, now for the anatomy, like the gluteus maximus, one of the biggest muscle, right? One of the biggest muscles in the human body. How you would do it, This is such an interesting pose, man. Really, really interesting. So anyway, the gluteus, there's like two muscles, okay? The gluteus medius and the gluteus maximus that you can see on the surface. And it creates something like this. So I can show you in a profile shot, okay? Something like this. So it starts from here. It like covers this whole section, like all your like side section and the back section as well. Okay, so from the side it goes to the back like that, and the TFL is kind of here, the gluteus medius, and this is like the whole gluteus maximus here, and they are all bunching up like in the center, like in the center of the thigh here from the side. It's like creating a tendon, creating a band that goes from the side to your knee. Okay, it's directly coming from side to the knee there, and that's called the IT band or iliotibial tract. Okay, iliotibial tract or iliotibial band, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that band that is merging all the muscles and then connecting to your knee, and that's actually creating the difference between the quadriceps and the hamstrings. Okay, so that actually creates the difference. So
Hey, I want to
here,
jump in here real quick because somebody asked this question and I realized something I didn't talk about earlier was too much of the side of the leg. One really quick note here for everyone. Oh, you know what? Shoot, maybe you could draw it for me. Is because I can't annotate when you're on the iPad. The the quadricep, that external quadricep, actually goes under the iliotibial band and squishes its way underneath there just a little bit to the left side of the band. That's how I want everyone to just know how wide that, yeah, a little further up the middle. It's like literally, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like it's that far, right? So the quadricep actually does go underneath the iliotibial, which is, by the way, a great marker for the center of the outside of the leg, right? We talked about the gracilis on the inside of the leg as a center. Well, the iliotibial band is a great center for the outside of the leg, and that outside quad actually goes underneath it, right? So just something to be aware of.
Nice. Thanks for the information.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm just like trying to. You don't want to like go so deep right now into these muscles and everything. But since we're covering up legs, that's why we are covering up all the muscles as well. So yeah, just remember the gestures, by the way. You can see we all start with flow, it's all start with flow. And even if you don't know the muscles, then it's completely fine. You can learn it afterwards. But if you don't know the forces of it, well, if you know the muscles, you cannot create those dynamism, I guess. So yeah, this all comes later. You don't need to worry about, how I'm gonna learn all of this. That doesn't happen like overnight. It's gonna take long. So anyway, this the back side here, by the way, the hamstrings, the one muscle is called like biceps femoris, and it happens something like this. So this is your butt here, by the way. This is the iliotibial. That's the quadriceps that we just talked about here, and there's like this biceps femoris muscle. Okay, so it kind of divides into like two parts. So this is one, that's two. It kind of divides like this and create like this tunnel like shape for the calf muscles, like the gastrocnemius and the soleus muscle underneath. Okay, so it creates like this kind of tunnel shape, which you can see here. So, and these are like two powerful tendons. Okay, so I'm gonna like make it, so these are like two powerful tendons that connects to your side of the legs. Okay, here, I hope I'm not going too much over time. Right, just let me know. Okay, so yeah, those like two powerful tendons like here, and yeah, these are like the biceps femoris muscle, just like this. And look how it creates like a tunnel kind of shape in there. And in that tunnel kind of shape, this gastrocnemius fits in. It's like, oh, I got a place, I got a home, like I got a source. Okay, the gastrocnemius muscle is so thankful to it. Like I got
I would say
a,
after you cover the tunnel, let's move on to Swanley because
yeah,
we're about 5 minutes over.
sure. So just completing it really fast. The gastrocnemius is two parts. It's got its like tendons like this, okay, and it goes like this. That's the Achilles tendon. You can see the soleus underneath. Okay, something like this. So yeah, mm, it's like pretty close to the tricep here. So yeah, I guess, and this one is just pretty quick. The butt muscles here. That's that's the biceps femoris dividing in two parts. Mm, that's the calf muscle that goes underneath like this, and the tendon and everything. And that's all the inside muscles, just right about here, right? So something like this. And just in the end, I just like want to show you some Instagram drawings that I just did. Yeah, so I carefully did these, by the way, these ones, so they look a little bit more clear. Look how just like you use the shape in the right side of the drawing, like this one. Okay, I'm just like using a lot of shape, mm, letting this up. I'm just like using a lot of shape in here, and this is the same one. I just like did a lot of form in here, did the muscles over here. So yeah, just keep learning those legs, and never skip your leg day. I guess. All right, I'm gonna hand it over to Sunli. Sorry for eating up your time.
Yeah, no worries. Hey, Swanley, all yours. Thank you, Mrityunjay.
Yeah, welcome.
It's something that Mrityunjay kept saying there. I want to remind all of you about, and which I put into the chat, is we're talking about anatomy. Everyone loves anatomy. Anatomy is fun to talk about and something you can really not only physically grab onto, but mentally grab onto, because it's clear, right? There's rules and they're in very specific parts of the body. It's like learning perspective. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you learn anatomy, you don't know how to draw with force, because you're just drawing anatomical bodies with no life to them, no energy, no function, right? So just keep in mind that this is a tertiary thing, if not out there in the fourth layer of things, right? Because again, we have force, then we have form, then we have shape, then we have anatomy, right? So we're pretty far out here on the rim, right? The edge of things to start actually talking about the anatomy. You can draw anatomical bodies all you want, but again, a lot of the people that I have come to me for mentorship are guys who've gone out there and learned how to draw anatomy, and they're like, you know what, I realize I'm drawing dead bodies, right? So keep in mind, this is like surface stuff, you know, unless you want to draw zombies with no force, maybe it works. All right, all yours, Swanley.
Yes, thank you, Mike. Yeah, indeed, like force is always first, like all the subjects start with force. It's called force basics, force form, force shape, force anatomy. So force is always number one. It's the foundation, kind of like our blueprint that we build everything upon. Right, so quickly drawing this pose here, I'm going to stay very fast and loose. And once you know where those rhythms are, those directional forces, it's easy to put a straight on the other side, and you have the shape. And move this around a little bit. Make sure that I get this angle right. So let's see, this leg needs to move a bit. It's coming more towards us. Now I can imagine the wrapping lines to see which direction it's coming in space. And that will help me land on the right spot. And in dealing with the thighs, like a common mistake that I see is, let's say that this is, let's say this is the pelvis and you have the V shape right here, the crotch. I often see people draw the thigh like emerging and attaching right at that iliac crest, which anatomically doesn't work. You know, if you notice here, like this is the top of the pelvis, right at where his shorts are wrapping, and you can see like this socket for the thigh. You know, and remember, like Mike showed at the beginning, there are muscles that fit in between the top plane of the pelvis and the insertion, the socket for the thigh. You know, so keep in mind that there is this distance from here to here. You know, same here on the other side. You want to keep in mind that socket for the thigh. Man, there's a lot of power in this leg, like talking about front to front, right? Here is super clear and evident. This leg is like a bent metal bar. You can feel like all the tension. Here I'm paying attention to the knee, the kneecap right here, and the angle that's creating. I have the tendon. Let me check my angles. You see, so I can see like visually on the picture, like this heel is much lower. And if I check, it's getting pretty close. So for time's sake, I'm just going to focus on the legs right here. I'm going to reduce the opacity a bit. And let's see, can we still see? Yeah. Okay, so again, this is the top of the pelvis. His shorts are aiding us in seeing that in this case. Here you would have the a bit of the gluteus there at the back. Again, I can see this socket for the thigh. Now, and that's why you have all this wrinkling going on. Here the quadriceps are super evident. I can see the knee sticking out. Sticking out, I can see the inner part of the bone. And usually I create this straight the straight here for the knee because just for contrast, because the inner knee is rounder. You can see the inside knee. I can see the bone structure here, like Mike pointed out earlier. You can see this really clear, creating the shape. And here we have the calf muscle is like hanging. Seems like this leg needs to be just a bit lower. So I'm looking, like shape-wise, I'm looking at the negative shape and seeing the distance. What's the distance from here to the ankle? I'll use a wrapping line here at the ankle. So this is front into the heel. I can really feel this, how this is squashing against the ground plane. Someone mentioned, I think earlier on, that they have trouble showing weight in the feet, and this is one way. You really want to feel that that applied force that's working on the heel, and use darker lines to show that, like darker lines tend to, like in general, darker objects tend to feel heavier, so if you use darker lines, it feels like something has more weight to it. So use darker lines here to really show that those feet are planted on the ground plane. Working here, I think I want to make this slightly rounder, just to match the reference a bit closer.
I want to do a quick shout out for Omega. Thank you so much for your donation about talking about style of force being amazing. I missed when that came up, so I'm not sure if it was you, Matunje, or Swanley, but thank you either way, Omega. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think it was when Matunje was doing his demo.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And one thing to notice about the ankle is very subtle, but if you notice here, like the ankle gets wider just before you hit the foot. So something you want to keep in mind, like leaving that out when you develop in the anatomy can make it look off. So keep in mind the ankle gets slightly wider, and it's because of the bone structure, and you have the tendon of the muscle at the back that's creating that. Okay, so let's see, we have the sartorius muscle, of course, going here, attaching to the inner knee. I can see the shape of those muscles. And the way I think about anatomy is like these puzzle pieces, that fit into each other. So let's see, go over. We have the crotch area. And I can use his shorts to wrap around and show volume and direction that this thigh is coming towards us. You can see this muscle like hanging. Use a straighter line here. Sartorius, of course, has a bit of volume and it's wrapping around. Right, that's leg number one, and here we can really see like the bulge of that quadricep muscle. Like it's super big. Now wrapping around to show direction, because this leg is, of course, going away from us. Then we hit the inside knee, getting straight at the other side. Using the bone again as the straight, like Mike showed earlier, and then the calf is like this add-on. You can see this hanging here. You can see a bit of the soleus even sitting underneath. Here I would add the knee. So trying to keep that straight to curve design, to keep the shapes fluid and forceful. So I start with the big shape, and then I can start dividing it into the smaller ones. And that's one way to memorize these muscles. Just learn their simple big shapes. Again, feeling all the applied force on that heel. Go to the top of the foot, into the toes. And notice here again, if you notice here that the ankle gets wider as we reach, just before we reach the foot. So I want to keep the straight to curve design, so I'm not curving the inside that much and keeping it pretty straight, coming in very subtle and defining that muscle. And again, using that short wrap around, showing that it's going away from us. I want to keep in mind that socket for the thigh and how all these wrinkles are like wrapping around. Just double checking, yeah, this seems good enough. His foot seems to be facing us just a bit more. Okay, so for time's sake, I think I'm going to keep it till here. So just very simple and quick drawing of the legs, and showing the anatomy. All right, guys, hope that you learned something today, and it will encourage you to not skip leg days anymore.
Yes, the running gag. Yeah, so next time you see all of us, we'll have huge quads, right?
Yeah.
Do a lot of calf raises, go off of a step or a curb somewhere and bounce up and down all day. You'll see how you feel the following day. So I'm going to close up here, guys. Before we leave, I want to head back to Photoshop real quick. Thank everyone for coming and checking out our Force Friday, where we talked about legs today. I want to put out a reminder, go check out Discord, right? We've been talking about this since the very beginning of the year, right? So, it's just another community that you guys can join to further understand force drawing. So please go check it out after today's session. I want to thank Swenley and Mritunjay again for all their support and help. And thank you guys for showing up for another Friday. And that's it. Have a great weekend. And we will see you next Friday, right? So take care, everyone.
Yeah.